Many thanks for joining me on the show. This is the Arsenal Fans Zone, and I'm glad that you have joined me on the show today. Now, if you're visiting this channel for the first time, please do well to hit on that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you get to be notified whenever there's a new video. Alright, we've gotten to that stage where we do a lot of permutations as to who gets this point, who loses this match, and how many points will be dropped at the end of the day. To eventually know who wins the league. Well, you know how they say it, it is not over until it is over. Arsenal may fail to reach their biggest ambition of winning the Premier League this season after failing to win the last 4 games. They threw away any leverage they had to lift the league. Now, the chances of winning the league depends on Manchester City dropping points and them not dropping any. Now, obviously, this is going to be a very tough task, but we will see how that goes. We will have to, see how things go, possibly their way. Now, anyway, amidst the last few disappointing weeks, we have bagged our first success of the season, as we have certainly secured our first objective of the season. We are back in the Champions League football after Nottingham Forest's 3-1 win over Brighton guaranteed that we will finish in the top 4. Well, the next game obviously is going to be against Chelsea, and maybe we should be talking about that game and the possibility of actually winning, or rather getting all 3 points against the Chelsea side that have actually been very, very unstable in the recent times. Well, I think we have the perfect chance of bouncing back against a struggling Chelsea side who have lost 5 consecutive matches, which includes a recent 2-0 defeat to rivals Brentford. The pressure is mounting on owner Todd Boehly to secure the services of Mauricio Pochettino after news broke earlier this week that the ex-Spurs boss has verbally agreed to join Chelsea. This is the London Derby, and form goes out the window when these 2 English giants take center stage. So it's set to be an all-out war at the Emirates. For Arsenal, we've had our injury worries as well with Takehiro Tomiyasu and of course Mohamed Elneny continue their knee recovery sessions. And then there's the case of William Saliba, who has been out for a while. There's no clear indication that he will be back against Chelsea, and we have seen what the absence of Saliba, in the last couple of matches, what his absence has actually meant to the club, and the need for Arsenal to bolster their defense hopefully next season when there will be lots of bigger matches, especially in the Champions League. We will need the best of players, especially in the back 4, to carry out, or rather just for the next season, to ensure that we don't have this kind of situations anyway. For Chelsea, it's not also clean for them when you talk about injuries, as the duo of Reece James, who has a thigh injury, and Mason Mount, who recently also suffered a groin injury. There is also Amadou Broja with the cruciate ligament. These guys are all ruled out for the games. For this particular game, I beg your pardon. So it's obviously going to be a very tough one. Chelsea, like we stated previously, have lost quite a number of matches before now. Somehow I feel very sorry for Lampard, whose second return as a coach seems not to be going the right way, and the fact that he's been given an extension, to lead this side to the end of the league, also may not go too well with the fans, who have not seen anything encouraging from the coach. Well, for Arsenal, the fight is still on. The never say die spirit is still on up until the end of the season. Well, the big question will definitely be, is there a possibility of Arsenal winning its remaining matches? Because if that is the case, if there's a slip from Manchester City, which I mean, it's going to be very, very difficult. This is a Manchester City side that we know that at this time of the season gets stronger. Well, with games against Brighton and of course Newcastle, that is for Arsenal and of course Manchester City. Well, it does look likely that these are games where these sides may eventually drop points. And who actually drop points between Manchester City and Arsenal will be the next question. We've seen Brighton firing on all cylinders. Most recently against Wolverhampton Wanderers, where they scored a whopping 6 goals to 0. Will that form continue against Manchester City or against Arsenal is also going to be a very big question. And then there's Newcastle also, who recently, who scored almost by the same margin we had Brighton score yesterday, and who actually picks all maximum points against Newcastle. Is it going to be Arsenal or Manchester City? That is also a very huge question. But the game actually keeps getting exciting until the end of the season. So I'd like you to leave your comments in the comment section on is it all over for Arsenal? Is there a chance that Manchester City might just do a sleep? Is there a chance also that Arsenal will win its remaining matches? We'll see how that goes, but I'd just love to see your views in the comment section on what you think, whether it's all over for Arsenal or it's uhuru for Manchester City. Again, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Please, if you are visiting this channel for the first time, do not forget to turn on the notification bell on after you have subscribed to the channel. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you some other time.